In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All thanks and praises be to Allah, the Lord of the mankind. Our dear students, peace be upon you all and good morning. Let's start our English session today about Unit 1, Lesson 5, talking about the past, using may, might, must, and can't. For third, secondary, scientific, and literary section. Last session we talked about degrees of certainty, as we agreed that we can show how certain or uncertain we are by using adverbs. If you are sure about something, you can use clearly, actually, or definitely. If you are less sure about something, you can use possibly, probably, and apparently. Today, must, can't, may, and might. They are verbs used to express certainty and uncertainty, sure or less sure. They are another way for the speaker or writer to show his opinion. Must, can't, may, might, they are verbs used to express certainty and uncertainty. They are another way for the speaker or writer to show his opinion. Okay? To form a sentence, we must start with subject using must, can't, may, and might. If you are talking about present, must, can't, may, might must be followed by the verb in the infinitive form. What's the meaning of must, can't, may, might here? Must and can't, we use them when we are sure about something. May and might, we use them when we are less sure. Must, can't, when we are sure. May, might, when we are less sure. There is no difference between may and might in meaning. We use them when we are less sure. But what's the difference between must and can't? Must, I'm sure positively. But can't, I'm sure negatively. Again, may, must, can't, may, and might, they are verbs used to express certainty and uncertainty. They are another way for the speaker or writer to show his opinion. Okay? To write a complete sentence, we must start with the subject. Must, can't, may, might. If you are talking about present, use the verb in the infinitive form. But what's the difference between them in meaning? Must, can't, may, might. Must, can't, we use them when we are sure. Must, positively. Can't, negatively. May and might, we use them when we are less sure. Okay? For example, he is clearly your brother. You look very similar. If I wanna use must, he is clearly your brother. You look very similar. Use must. Clearly is an adverb which we use when we are sure. So clearly has the same meaning as must. When we have two words with the same meaning, when we use one, we must drop the other. So if I want to use must, I must drop clearly. he followed by must. What is the verb here? The verb here is. Must be followed by the verb in the infinitive form. The infinitive form of is be. So he must be your brother. You look very similar. Okay? Another one. The band is probably from America. Use might. Okay? Might here has the same meaning as probably. So we use might instead of probably, as we agreed. When we have two words with the same meaning, when we use one, we must drop the other. So we must drop probably. We say the band, subject, might, followed by the verb in the infinitive form. The verb here is might be from America. Another example. She is actually not that ill. Use can't. This adverb has the same meaning as can't and must. But here we use can't because we are talking about something when we are sure negatively. She can't. The infinitive of is be. Actually has the same meaning as can't, so we drop actually and not. She can be that ill. Okay? Choose. He has an expensive car. She space rich. She has an expensive car, so she rich. Use must be, can't be, might be. He has an expensive car. He has a modern car. He bought a car with a lot of money, so she must be rich. She must be rich. It has the same meaning as she can't be poor. Must be, I'm sure, positively, but can be, I'm sure, negatively. As we agreed that there is no difference between may and might, as they have a similar meaning. We use them when we are less sure. But what's the difference between them in English? Might is more common in spoken British English. The difference between may and might, there is no difference between them in meaning, but the difference between them that might is more common in spoken British English. To sum up, Must, can't, may, and might, they are verbs to express certainty and uncertainty. They are another way for the speaker or writer to show his opinion. Okay? To write a complete sentence using must, we start with subject, he, she, Ali, Ahmed, and so on. Must, can't, may, might. If we are talking about present, we use the verb in the infinitive form. Must when we are sure positively, can't when we are sure negatively, may, might when we are less sure. Okay? Thanks for listening and goodbye.